lovelies. Well, I'm back for a yoga for the abdominals today. So I know we all want flat abdominals, but it's really about focusing on our core region, this area around here. So make sure you feel the movements, take rest when you need to. It's going to be slow, so it's not like your general yoga, your general, abdominal class where you're doing 100 sit-ups, It's more slow, controlled, holding the movements and really focusing on drawing in from the centre and squeezing up through the pelvic floor. So really be aware of what's happening in here. Okay, we'll get on and we'll start off in child's pose. So if you need pillows to put under your head or under your bottom, and if you want to take another position, that's absolutely fine. So knees as wide as the mat, big toes are touching. Just walk your hands forwards, give your toes a wiggle, particularly if you get a bit of cramp in your toes, just make sure you give them a little wiggle. Slowly, gently, just stretch out the arms and rest in your forehead, either on your pillow or on the mat, and just settle in here. Taking the biggest breath you have today. And big exhale. And already start to notice where the belly is, the belly button region, around the area. And as you take your next breath in, take that breath into that belly so you can feel that space between your thighs filling up. And then as you exhale, just relax. Let the hips get heavy, let go. So we're starting with a few deep breaths. Really think about sending that air, that energy deep down into the belly, all the way down to the bottom. Fill up all those spaces and then exhale out through the crown of the head. So we're following that breath in and out. We're settling in here. And just taking a second for ourselves, just to centre and just be here in the moment. So we take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, I want you to start to feel that little tightness there in the belly as you draw the tummy in just a touch. So we start to awaken those abdominals. Get the body moving. Again, and the next inhalation, nice and deep. And as you exhale, a little squeeze up through the pelvic floor. Maybe start wiggling the hips from side to side, wiggling the fingers, rolling the forehead side to side. A little massage there. Just massaging that third eye region. And then claw into the mat. And on the next inhalation, I want you to take yourself up onto your hands and knees. And as you exhale, just kick your legs out to the side there and bring yourself into easy pose, Sukhasana, or any other pose that you feel comfortable. You can be on your knees, on your bottom, and of course, pillow can be underneath the bottom as well, or any blocks or props that you've got. So we're resting the hands just on the shins, on the knees, relax, close the eyes for a second, just continue with that deep breath in. Find a bit more length on the inhalation, so grow taller, lift the heart, lift the chest, and as you breathe out, relax the shoulders down the back. Do that again, inhale through the nose, and as you exhale, let's start to think about squeezing up through that pelvic floor, so drawing the energy in and up, drawing that belly in, so we're shortening out that region between the low ribs and the pelvic there, the pelvis region. You're trying to shorten out the belly, draw the belly in. We're not doing it too tight at the moment, just feel that heat, that energy starting to rise. From the root, as you draw the belly in, you lift the heart, but you maintain that lift as you take your next inhalation. Exhale, squeezing up from the root, move the bandha, Uddiyana bandha, keep that energy going. Then we release the arms to the sides, we flicker the eyes up, and we're going to get moving now. Inhale, reach, lift. As you exhale, lower that right arm, reach over with that left arm to the right side. Inhale, back to the centre, we lift both arms up, find that side body lift, and as you exhale, this time left arm goes down, right arm goes over. Inhale again, lift, find that side body length. Exhale, we find a little bit more as we lower that right arm, reach across to the right side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, taking that side bend over to the left. We inhale back to the centre. And as we exhale, we turn to the right, reaching across with the left hand to the right thigh, right hand behind the shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release it back to the centre. Arms come back to the sides. As we inhale, we sweep them out and up. Maybe we follow the hands this time. As you exhale, we twist to the left. Right hand reaches across the left thigh, left arm behind. Shoulders go down. Chest and heart lifts. We inhale again. And as we exhale, we release back to the centre. Doing this one more time. Inhale, lift. Find that lift. Find that energy. Exhale, twist and turn to the right. Maybe you go a little bit further. Inhale back to the centre, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, we twist to the left. Maybe we go a little bit further. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, rest. Chin to chest. Now we're going to move on to our hands and knees now into our tabletop position for, of course, a bit of cat-cow. So spread the fingers wide, check the hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and then take the shoulders and just wrap those shoulders around and away from the ears. So draw your shoulder blades down your back. Press into the backs of your feet and just feel that energy there squeezing into the belly as you press into the feet. Lots of fire going on there. And then see if you can grow a little bit taller so the crown is reaching forwards. Yeah. We're not dropping the head, we're not overextending, we're keeping that head in alignment with the spine. And a soft micro bend of the elbows here, so we're not trying to dump too much weight in the hands. Spread the fingers wide, yes? So we're taking the weight equally between the right and the left side. And if you need to take breaks at any time, you can. So we take the next breath in, we move into our cow, dropping our belly down, bottom back, squeezing the shoulder blades down and away and gently lifting the chin and the heart. Exhale, rounding through the spine, open up the shoulders, press into the mat, press into the backs of the feet. Inhale, cow. And use your breath to move. Exhale, feel that lovely scaredy cat. One more time, inhale. And exhale. So we inhale, we come back to tabletop. So you can see me from the side here. I'm going to kick my left leg over to the left and turn to the right. Keep your left hand underneath your shoulders. So you'll notice I'm moving to Vashisthasana or side plank. Nice easy position here. We're keeping that left knee for support there on the ground. You can change positions if you want to. If you want to extend that bottom leg, you can. And just grab a hold of your hip and just peel it up and out. So you're not dropping the chest forwards. You're lifting that right armpit chest up towards the ceiling. You're reaching up and out and you're lifting away from the earth. Take a breath in. Exhale. Remember to connect to that centre. You can hover that right leg off the ground. An option to straighten that left leg as well. So you're on the inside of your right foot, the outside of your left foot, and you're lifting away from the earth. Very strong pose. Just think of lifting that right hip point up towards the ceiling. Imagine somebody's got a piece of string there and they're lifting it up. And also option to look straight ahead or turn your head and look along that right arm. I'm going to take one more breath. As you breathe out, bend the knee, roll back onto your tabletop position, and then just want you to sit back on your heels into child's pose. So just take a second here, rotate the hands, the wrists, relax the forehead. Notice how the facial muscles feel, keeping them relaxed, the neck, the throat, the jaw. And as we stretch out those hands again to the front, we lift ourselves back up. As we move into the other side here, just take time to bump your hips from side to side. Find that comfortable tabletop position. It can be quite strenuous on the wrists and the hands. You know, you can always come onto the fists, as I've mentioned before in my classes. And if you also want to, you maybe can come down onto your elbows as well. So we take another breath in here. And as we breathe out, we connect to that centre. This time we kick the right foot out behind and we extend that left leg. And then we slowly turn to the left, reaching up with that left arm, lifting that left hip point up towards the ceiling. And remember to open up the chest. Yeah, remember, you can peel that chest, lift it. You can look, you can hover that left leg. Oh, I've got the settee there to rest my leg on if I wanted. Or you can even stretch out that right leg. So on the inside of your left foot, the outside, that right hand, if you look down, is in alignment with the right shoulder. And if it's too much for you, please do drop that bottom leg. Take a breath in, look forwards or look up. Exhale. Can we do one more? Let's have a go. Lift, lift, lift. Inhale. Exhale. Drop that bottom knee that's hovering. Roll back onto your front. And this time, just take yourself forwards onto your belly. So a little cobra here. We'll do 3 cobras. Place the hands by the sides of the shoulders, tuck the elbows in, press into the backs of the feet to pubic bone, and just gently squeeze that belly in and up. Inhale, lift. Keeping the chin tucked in. We're not lifting too high. Exhale. Notice what the belly does as we squeeze the belly in and up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, catch that wave, lower it back down. One more time here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, let it go. Hands come under the shoulders, curl the toes under. Now, tighten up those quads, hover the knees. Forehead is in connection with the ground. Option to come onto your hands and knees or take a breath in. Draw that belly in and up. As you breathe out, we lift ourselves into full plank. Half plank is here, full plank is here. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, lower your knees back down to the ground. So spinal balance here. I'm going to take the weight from side to side. Just give the hands a little shake. Just rest back if you need to. And then set yourself up in your tabletop position. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders, lengthen through the spine. Shoulder blades squeezing down and away from the ears. Crown of the head is reaching forwards. Inhale. Slide that left leg out behind you. You have a little rock here. Remember to lift from that inner left thigh as you lift that left leg. Exhale. Squeeze that belly a little bit more. Tighten around that lower rib cage. So keep that connection. Keep breathing. You can stay here. So this might be enough for you. Yeah? If your back's sinking, if you're struggling, you can stay here. You don't even have to lift the foot off the ground. If you want to, you could take your right arm and extend it forwards with the thumb pointing towards the ceiling as though you're shaking somebody's hand. Notice what's happened to the head. So we don't want to be lifting the head. We don't want to be dropping the head. Keep looking at a spot just below you, maybe slightly in front. Lifting up from that left inner thigh, squeezing that lower belly in. Just take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, lower that knee, lower your hand, take a child's pose, rest. Roll the hands, roll the wrists, wiggle the fingers. Take what you need from your child's pose. You could take your arms behind, just let your arms relax. And taking some breaths in between those shoulder blades. Feel that expansion there in the upper back region. Feel the belly pressing into the thighs as you breathe in, and nice and heavy as you breathe out. So just let go for a few seconds here. Before you set yourself up again, spread the fingers wide, grip into the mat. Inhale, lifting yourself back up into tabletop. Exhale, find that connection. Find that connection to your centre. And when you're ready, start to extend the right leg out this time. So the toes are turning down. You could stay here with the toes in contact with the ground or lifting from that right inner thigh lift. This might be enough for you. And two sides will be different. You will feel different. Notice if you're pushing over to the left side. So drop that right hip. And when you're ready, if you want to take the other option, the left arm can extend out in front. Notice what's happening to the head, the shoulders. Tuck that tail in and draw that belly button up towards the spine. Keep breathing here. In through the nose and out through the nose. Take one more breath in. And as you breathe out, lower that right leg, slide it in. Take your left arm down and just rest yourself back. Forehead to the ground, yogi's choice, wherever you want to go here. Or if you just want to sit back, just rotate your hands, take a little bit of time just to shake those wrists. Even roll the shoulders. And when you're ready, we're going to take ourselves back up onto our hands and knees. Maybe just take the hands just a little bit further forwards in front of the shoulders there. Curl the toes under, take a breath in. As you breathe out, remember to squeeze in and up, Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, send that tail down, and then we slowly start to lift ourselves up into our first down dog of the day. And we can take this dog for a walk, pedal it through with that lovely calf stretch down the back of the thigh. Bump the hips. We've took a lot of weight onto the wrists and the hands, I know that. So if you feel you need to take the elbows down here into a little puppy pose, then there's an option there. You can take it there if you want to. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, just want you to look forwards to the front of the mat and either step or take your time and walk forwards. Forward fold. Feet hip width apart. Soften those knees, relax, let go. So let's get the benefits here of being in this upside down position, inverted. Take the weight onto the toes and then rock it back, side to side, whatever feels good to you. Take a nice long breath in. Let go as you breathe out. Connect to that centre and notice how you rebuild, how you restack the spine as you lift up to standing. And do it really slowly. Dig into your heels, all 5 toes. Send the tail down, squeeze in and up. As the legs extend, so the shoulders settle. And we gently lift the head. Eyes are looking forwards. Find that mountain pose. And from here, we're going to keep the chest lifted. Find a point of focus in front, your drishti. Connect to your centre, breathe in. Breathe out, find that connection. Hands on the hips. We're going to move into one-legged Tadasana as you take the weight through the left side and you just gently lift that right leg. So notice if you're leaning into that left leg, lift out to that left hip. Now take a breath in. And as you breathe out, I want you to slowly, you could drop your foot down there, you could slide it back, or slowly take that right leg back. Extend the arms forwards just to help to counterbalance here. So we're moving into variation of Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. We can have those toes just touching the ground there. Lots of focus on sending that tail down, drawing that belly up. Feel that energy squeezing up through the lower rib cage. You could extend the arms a bit further to lift that right leg up. Toes are turning down. Just soften that left knee a touch. And then lift a little bit higher. Maybe you could straighten out that left leg a bit more. Just find what feels good to you. You're properly shaking. Keep breathing. Hear that breath. Feel that breath. The next breath in, start to bring that right knee forward, slide the foot along the ground or lift it. We move back to one-legged Tadasana with a little reach here. Exhale, let it go, shake it out. So this time we take the weight onto the right leg. So we're going to the opposite side. And if you need, obviously, you're in the house, you've always got something you can grab hold of. But you might know which is your weaker side. So this is my weaker side. So I've got the settee behind me if I lose my balance, but this should be okay. Let's take that drishti, that focusing front. Drop the shoulders. Send the tail down. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. As you lift into that one-legged Tadasana, lift up out of that right hip this time. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, the foot can be on the floor, sliding, or you can take that leg back, place it on the floor, extending the arms forwards. Soften that right knee so the arms come forwards to help to counteract the balance. You flick the toes down the left foot and you tighten around that middle. Keep breathing. In through the nose and out through the nose. Maybe extend that right leg a little bit more. Oh, going wobbly here. Wibble, wobble, jelly on a plate. Inhale. Start to make your way back into one-legged Tadasana with a reach and a lift out of that right hip. Exhale, take it back down. Whew. We take ourselves back to the front of the mat. I want you to bring the feet really, really close together. Yes. Squeeze the inner thighs towards the midline. Check the toes are pointing forwards. And as you inhale, sweep those arms out and up. Asta Uttanasana. As you exhale, I want you to send your arms gently forwards and your bottom back. Utkatasana. So we're moving into a chair pose. Don't go too deep. Yeah, and keep the arms relaxed. The tummy tucked in. And we're just scooping that tail under, squeezing the legs together. If you look down, you should just be able to see your toes. Now bring the hands to the heart. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, take that left elbow and turn and twist towards that right knee. Now you might not get to that right knee. Yeah. You might just want to just turn and just twist and look to the right wall. Pavrita Utkatasana, twisting chair. If you want, you could take your elbow to your right knee, but just be careful and make sure that left knee doesn't stick out there. Press the palms together and slowly rotate to twist even further, if that's good for you. Take another breath in. Exhale, bring it back to the centre with control. I want you to inhale, lift. Exhale, let go. So we're going to have a little break before we move to the other side. And I think this is important because sometimes you get tired, you're doing both sides, and well, that left side gets a bit neglected, doesn't it? So we take a breath in and a long breath out. And on the next inhalation, we take the arms out and up. Find that lift, that length through the side body. As we exhale again, we send that bottom back. Drop the shoulders, scoop that belly. Send that tail down, we breathe. Pressing into your heels and all 5 toes inside, outside of that foot as you bring the hands to the heart. We take another breath in. And as we breathe out, we twist to the left this time. An option to take that left elbow all the way down. And don't forget to breathe. So you might have your elbow on the side of the knee, you might just be touching the knee, you might be twisting, you're pressing into your palms. Take one more breath in here. And as you breathe out, bring it back to the centre. Breathe in, reach for the sky. And as you breathe out, relax the arms down by the sides. Tadasana. Shake it out. Take ourselves back down to the front of the mat. And we're going to take ourselves into a comfortable position so feet can be hip width apart again. If that feels more comfortable to you, take it. Settle yourself down. drop the shoulders, tuck the chin in. And as we inhale, soften the knees, lots of space. Exhale, forward fold, send the bottom back, pivoting from the hips, hands reach down. Move back now into our forward fold. As we inhale, strong centre, so lift from that root right at the base of the spine, squeezing it up, find that halfway lift. Bring your hands onto your thighs. Tuck the elbows in, grasshopper arms as you reach the crown of the head forwards. Take another breath in. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands. We're going to walk the feet back, taking ourselves into high plank or low plank. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Squeeze the shoulder blades down and away. Lengthen through the crown. Lift up those hips just a tiny bit more. Press into the mat just a tiny bit more. Squeeze that belly in. You can do it. Don't forget you can do it here as well. So a lot of strength in the arms, the upper body as well with all this core work. You're thinking about drawing that belly button up towards the ceiling. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, slowly, no belly flops, bend the elbows and slowly lower yourself down to the ground. Uncurl those toes, press into the back of the feet, hands the side of the ribs. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, come onto your hands and your knees. And as you exhale, kick your feet out. And we'll take ourselves to boat, Navasana. So be kind to yourself. Let's bend the knees, feet hip width apart. So we've got that alignment there. Yeah, so don't be tempted just to dive straight into your boat pose. Just feel it. Notice what's happening. No shoulders here, shoulders down. Lift the chest. Relax the facial muscles. Inhale. Gently exhale, just lean back. So you feel that balancing on those bum cheeks. So that's your connection to the earth. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, just lift the right leg and lift the left leg. And notice how you feel. Yeah? So try and keep that connection. Yeah? Feel the belly doing the work, holding you up nice and tall. Shoulders are going down. And once you've got that, you might want to then extend the arms. So the palms facing the ceiling. Just notice how you feel. Take another breath in. And as you breathe out, maybe you want to take it into full boat. Breathe in, bend. You might even want to hold them. Breathe out, extend them. It's fine. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Inhale. Scoop that belly in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Slowly, with control, lower yourselves down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. And bring that right knee and that left knee into the chest and give them a little hug. Oh, Apanasana. Take some slow breaths here. Notice how the body feels. And keeping a hold of that right leg, slide that left leg out along the ground. Now you can have that left foot flexed. You can even have it bent, of course. You can have it hovering off the ground. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, peel your head and shoulders off the ground, up towards that right knee, that right thigh. Option here to straighten that right leg as well. Reach a little bit higher. Keep smiling. Take another breath in. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, release. Bend the knee. And take that right leg over to the left side. So your left hand will guide it over. Incline twist. Extend that right shoulder out to the right and just roll your head over to the right side. So a nice stretch there in the outer thigh, the lower back. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, bring it back to the center. Switching over this time, so bending that left knee, give it a hug, slide that right leg out. So you know the options. You can have it bent, you can have that leg straight, you can have the toes turned up, you can have that right leg hovering off the ground. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Option now to lift head and shoulders off the ground, squeezing in from the centre. Inhale. Exhale. You might want to straighten out that left leg. So keep breathing. Keep lifting. If you can, lift a little higher. Take one last breath in here. Smile. Exhale. Release. Bend. Right hand reaches across. Left arm extends out to the left side. Take that left leg over to the right side. You can even roll onto your left ear and look along your left. Take a nice deep breath in here. Connect to the centre. Exhale, bring that leg back to the centre. Right knee is going to join it. Inhale one last time here. Exhale, just round into that ball. Squeeze your thighs to your chest, nose to your knees. Relax. Roll the head back down. Extend the legs out. Slide them out along the ground. Let the feet flop out to the sides, hands to the sides, palms facing the ceiling. Take one long breath in and let it go. How do we feel? Take another long breath in here and let go. Now you can stay as long as you want here in Shavasana. You could repeat the class again if you want to. But I'm going to leave you here, so just gently bring your hands from my heart to you. Thumbs on the sternum, press the palms together. I'll whisper, Namaste.